This one hippie, he came, he says, what are you guys doing here? I said, we're going to start a coffee house. He said, well, when you start? I told him it's going to be on a Saturday evening at 6 o'clock. When I got there Saturday evening at 6 o'clock, he was sitting right on the doorstep, went in, got saved that night, and his name was Roger Young. Now, Roger Young was running from the FBI as a draft dodger. After he got saved for a while, then he said, you know, I've got to return myself back in, you know, to the military, so he turned himself in. But before he did that, he went back to Cleveland. He actually, at age 14, he played the clarinet in the Cleveland Philharmonic Orchestra. Very talented, very talented. But he went back to his home church, and he was raised in a very liberal church. And during that time, during their teenage years, there were two of the teenagers that had gone out partying, and they got drunk, and they got in a car accident, and two of them were killed. And so Roger went back to his pastor. You know, did you know that the Bible teaches that unless a person is born again, they can't enter the kingdom of heaven? And he went in and he began to ask his pastors, did you know the Bible teaches this? And he said, yeah. Did you know the Bible teaches? He said, look, I grew up in this church. My buddies grew up in the church. You never taught this to us. Why? He said, well, there are some people in our church that don't really like that kind of a message. He says, so you mean you're willing to have the blood on your hands of Mary and Jim who got killed in that car accident? He says, you're willing to, he says, I had to go to Santa Fe to a coffee house to learn about what I had to do to enter the kingdom of heaven. And I grew up, well, I tell you, it'd be hard to be in that pastor's shoes. Anyway, Roger went ahead, joined the military, and he's living back east now, lovely wife, lovely family.